Hi you guys, so I just have to make a video about lion beings and my experience with lion beings because I have just been having synchronicities left and right with the lion beings, so I definitely feel called to make this video right now. So many synchronicities that I'm going to share with you guys, but I want to start with telling you about my first experience with the lion beings. So, when I went to Mount Shasta in December, me and Paul and Jasmine went on a 4-hour tour to the portals. One of them was the Temple of Divine Union, and it was around that portal where I saw the lion being. So how I saw it is still confusing to me. I saw it as a rock covered in snow that resembled a lion. So I didn't actually see an actual lion being. I saw a rock covered in snow that looked exactly like a lion, but it had this energy about it, and it wasn't just a regular rock that looked like a lion. I knew it was something, but I just didn't know yet. So I took a picture of it and got really excited. I told Paul and Jasmine, and they were like, wow, yeah, that looks just like a lion. But I didn't know what a lion being was when I saw that. I'd never heard of it, and I just didn't know. I didn't know what I was seeing. So we go back home, and I get a message from my friend, Goddess Talks, and she says, hey, I think that's a lion being. They are huge guardians and protectors. And I said, oh my gosh, yes. She's like, yeah, does it resonate? I'm like, yes. I was like, I couldn't explain it, but I knew it was more than like a lion, like a earth lion. I don't know if that makes sense. But she said, yeah, I forget where the conversation went, but she told me that she thought that they had to make a grand entrance, or I forget the words that she used, but she said they had to make a very good first impression or something like that. So that's how they revealed themselves to you at first. But she said, from now on, I think you'll be feeling them. And so I didn't know, but later on that night, I would be trying to connect with the lion being, and I would feel it. So she was very spot on. You guys have to check her out. She's very, 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 very intuitive and a pure channel, and beautiful sister of mine. So she told me, yeah, I think they had to make a great first appearance, and now they'll be appearing to you. You will be able to feel them instead of see them. So I said, wow. And so when I got home from Mount Shasta, I just have to add this before I tell you guys the story about how I felt the presence of the lion being in my room that night. I have to start by saying, when I got home from Mount Shasta, I was still very confused about everything I was seeing. I also saw gnomes resembled in the trees, and a yeti, or someone said it was Kuan Yin, and needless to say, the shit was very confusing for me because this is all new to me. So this was my first time seeing anything like that. I mean, my first trip to Mount Shasta, I saw some smiley faces and trees, but that was it. And so I found these 2 videos when I got home about elementals. I found a video, somebody was recommending how to connect with fairies, and I used her tips to try to connect with the lion being. Her name's Carice Molina, and she says that you can ask the fairies to reveal themselves to you. So I tried that technique with the lion being in my room later on that night. So this is when it started to get very real for me. But this is only the first synchronicity, or the second one. The first one was the message from my friend. So I go in my room and I try saying, I don't remember exactly what I said, but I was like, lion being, reveal yourself to me in a way that can't be denied, so that there was no mistaken that it was a lion being. That's how she recommended. I wasn't 100% sure how to do it. Obviously, I was trying it for the first time. I sounded pretty crazy just saying that, but I tried it and I instantly felt energy in my hands. So we have chakras in our hands, located in our palms. When you become a Reiki practitioner, because I do Reiki, your hand chakras are activated and you can feel energy in your hands. How I feel it is like a prickly, tingling sensation, like right how your hand feels before it falls asleep. And then this warm sensation of, they're getting hot right now as I talk about it. How funny that happens too when you even just think of Reiki. Your hands can turn on and the Reiki energy starts flowing. But anyways, so I said, please reveal yourself to me. And I said some other things, obviously with good intentions. And I was like, my intentions were like, I want to connect with you. I feel a connection. So I instantly felt energy. And for some reason, I pictured the lion being as Aslan, like the size of Aslan from Narnia. So huge. If you guys have seen that movie, he's huge. Like if I were to be walking, I think his back would come up to like my shoulder or like halfway down my arm right here. And so I had my hand like this, and for some reason I was like imagining that I was cradling its head, and its head was like this big, and I was just imagining like with one hand like this, and then with my other hand petting it. And so I was just going like this, and I started crying because I could feel love and magnificence and courageousness. I don't even know how to explain it, but it was love. And I must have looked like a complete crazy person because I'm sitting there. Needless to say, I cannot see the lion being, so therefore it is invisible, and I am petting this invisible lion being. My hands are warm as I'm talking about it too, so I'm wondering if it's actually here while I'm making the video. That would be so special. For those of you that are intuitive, let me know if you do feel energy and a presence right now, because as I'm doing this, I do feel something. So now I'm distracted. I forgot where I was. Oh yes, so I am petting the lion being, and my daughter walks in, and I'm laughing because I tell her, Jayla, I know this looks a little weird that I'm petting an invisible lion, but I told her straight up, because that's how I talk to my daughter. I said, Jayla, there's a lion being in our room, and I know you can't see it, and don't get scared, but it's here, and it's very loving, and it's here to protect us. That's what I told her. And it's second nature to Jayla, so she just comes and sits on the bed where I perceived the lion being to be, and I got a little upset, and I was like, Jayla, you have to go in the living room. You just sat 11:11. You just sat on the lion being. And I'm laughing now, but I actually, could you imagine having such a significant experience and then your daughter goes and sits on your new lion being friend? So I have to stop my experience and go walk her into the living room and explain to her, like, something very important is happening. Please understand, and just be a little bit more patient. I'll be right out. So she sits down. I go back to try to re-experience it. 11:44, and it's gone. So I'm like, oh, I was disappointed, but after that experience, like, it's not like I was going to be sad or anything. I was so excited. That was my first time ever feeling the presence of anything and like feeling the energy. It was a crazy experience. That's why I need to make this video. 12/12. I'm like a crazy person. I'm gonna put up that meme of Oprah looking all crazy looking at the synchronicities, because I swear to God that's me, and I embrace it fully and I love it. It's so funny to me. It just means I am meant to put this video out. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my God, you guys, this video is divinely guided right now. And I felt the energy when I was talking about the lion being. So 12:44. Oh my God. So that was the first major synchronicity with the lion beings, but it doesn't stop there. That was only the beginning, and stuff started getting really crazy the last few days with these lion beings. So then I have a reading with a beautiful soul, Erica. I will put her handle up so you guys can follow her on Instagram. She is such an amazing person, you guys. So let me just tell you how she changed my whole entire life. I did a Starseed reading with her. So for the past few years after my awakening, I really wanted to know about my past lives. I had figured out that I was a Starseed, light worker. I don't know what you guys want to call it. I'm sure everyone watching this is one, but I know there might be a few people who are watching out of curiosity, and that's okay too. I can't even go into it here. It will sound crazy, so I will just add like a little clip of what the definition of a starseed is. So I get a starseed reading with Erica, and the first thing she says, I'm going to put the video up so you guys can see, is I have a very strong connection to Antares. And it's the white, I'm getting chills right now as I talk about it. Oh my God. The white lion tigers of Antares. So she says, that is my main family of light. And I said, hold up. And I told her about my experience with the lion head in Mount Shasta and then the lion being. And I'm like, is that connected? And she's like, 100%, 100%.
So there are star beings called the white lion tigers of Antares. And that is like where your sun is. This is someone channeled. She's a powerful channel of Antares. Her name is Alessandra Gioli. Galactic Crystal Healing is her page, but this is like a picture of the channeled being that she, from the white lion tigers of Antares. They're just like wisdom keepers, here to tell the truth, share stories. They oversee these like cosmic libraries of divine wisdom and consciousness. So just very connected to you and your sun.
Can I ask you a question about these? Because I actually recently had an experience. I'm not sure if this is even the right term, a lion being. Then somebody told me about like these lion beings, because when I was in Mount Shasta, I saw a huge lion's head. It was like the Wizard of Oz. And she told me that she got the feel that it was a lion being. And then when I later on that night, I actually tried to like feel the energy and ask it to appear. And I felt, because I'm a Reiki practitioner, so I felt the Reiki energy in my hands, or just a sense of energy. And I wasn't sure what it was. Like, so are these like lion beings, or they're
a lot of them are like light in color, or at least their essence is kind of like a silver, kind of like bluish white kind of essence.
I saw that big head. It was covered in snow, so it was like white.
Yes.
Oh, is that tied together?
100%. Yes. 100%. Yeah, that's one of your main like family of light, like light beings. I created a bunch of Google Docs too, like about these different starseed markings, but specifically like, so 9 degrees Sagittarius, that's actually the heart of the scorpion, with the equinox kind of procession, but it's like this really beautiful red binary flashing star, and they're known as the seers, the guardians, the keeper of light, overseers of the library of divine wisdom and intelligence. a collective of beings dedicated to preserve sources of light with great beauty and power. Have a very good balance of both the divine masculine and feminine energies, and they're very honorable, dedicated, and with a very high vibrational energy.
Wow.
So when it comes to your sun and that energy that you just naturally emanate, your essence and your family of light, like that for sure, one of the main ones. You know, because your sun is your luminary. Like that's what you're learning to really like master in this lifetime. It's your essence of self, your purest essence of self. So the Antares star family, very, very, very strong.
So I'm like, okay, I find out that my main starseed connection is to the white lion tigers of Antares, and then I saw a lion being in Mount Shasta. I felt a lion being in my room. It was all pretty clear that this information was coming to me from my star family to connect me back consciously with the white lion tigers of Antares. So then I messaged my soul sister Jasmine. I'm getting chills again, who we found out that we lived past lives together. Our guide, Paul, he said he could tell, and Paul is very, very special. I don't need to say anything more. I've talked about Paul in all my videos, so you guys have to watch those to see the background story. But she says, okay, I'm going to go watch your video. And then she messaged me back and says, sis, look at this. And she shows me a picture of her tattoo. And it's the same white lion tiger as Erica showed me. And that was insane. So I'm getting chills again. So Jasmine's going to be doing so many chills. So Jasmine's going to be doing a reading with her, and obviously she's going to find out her connection to the white lion tigers of Antares too, because there's a reason she got that tattoo, and it started all adding up to us. So after she messaged me that, I said, oh my gosh, that's crazy. And I mean, I thought that was as many synchronicities as I was going to get. And no joke, the same night. So my daughter that day was at my mom's house, and she was visiting with my mom. And my mom told me the previous night, she said she wanted you, because she spent the night, she wanted you, and it was too late to take her back home. So we ended up getting her a little stuffed animal. And I said, oh, that's so sweet, thank you. And she dropped her off the next day, and I didn't see the animal. Jayla had it in her suitcase. So I was getting ready, I was getting Jayla ready for bed, and I was on the floor picking up all her Lego pieces, and she comes in the room and she says, Mommy, look what Grandma got me. And I'm gonna show you guys. Jayla! Bring me your white lion tigers! Both of them! So she comes in the room and she says, Mommy, look what Grandma got me. And here we go. Come here, baby. I'm telling both of them. Come sit next to me. I'm telling the story about what Grandma got you. So show the animal Grandma got you. So it's a white lion tiger. It has the mane, the stripes. Synchronicity, guys. Major synchronicity and confirmation for me. So obviously Jayla's connected to the white lion tigers of Antares too. We have a lot of soul connections, and we've lived lots of past lives together. So I think we're both connected to the white lion tigers of Antares. So after this little synchronicity, I didn't realize we already had this one. Do you know his name?
His name?
I want to name him Antares, but what is his name?
His name is White.
His name's White. So,
No, Whites.
Oh, Whites. Okay, that's cute. Can you say hi to everyone?
Hi.
This is my YouTube channel. You're familiar with YouTube channels, right? Because you want to start your own YouTube channel, huh?
Yeah.
You can have your candy now. I had to bribe her with gummy bears so that she can bring me the animals for my video. So we didn't realize that Jayla already had this stuffed animal. And haven't you been feeling really close to this animal? You always take it on walks and stuff?
Yeah.
And we didn't know why, but I'm gonna put the picture up of the white lion tiger being from Antares, and you guys will see the resemblance. So, crazy, crazy synchronicities. I love you.
I love you.
All right, go eat your bribe candy. I'm almost done with my video, okay?
Okay.
Love you, say bye. Can you shut the door, please? Thank you, love you.
Love you.
Love you. Okay, so then,
Bye.
bye. Bye. Her eyes peeking through the door. All right, so that's about it. That happened last night, and I just couldn't believe the amount of synchronicities with these lion beings. So I just had to share, and I'm very happy to share this story because I know that this is only the beginning, and I know that a lot of crazy magical things are gonna start happening. I feel it, and I love sharing my stories about it and my experiences. So thank you so much again for taking time to watch. If anyone even watched till the end, I hope you guys found this pretty interesting. I'm gonna be putting up some links and some video clips to kind of paint the picture clearer, and wow, hopefully there will be some more experiences and I could make a second part to this video. So thank you again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, please, you guys, and hit the notification bell. I will be putting out so many videos in the coming weeks, so I'm very excited.